Hey everyone, it's Julie the Paper Bag Lady One. I'm back. I'm free from jury duty. It was an interesting week. It was really boring at first, and then I actually did get put on a jury. And that was, the case itself wasn't terribly interesting, but the whole experience was interesting and really kind of sad and challenging too. I mean, like, we had a witness who didn't speak English, so they had to have a translator, and it was just very interesting. But then, when we went in on Thursday to hear the rest of the case, the judge came and talked to us, and he had declared a mistrial because of something one of the witnesses said that they shouldn't have. So I didn't even get to see the whole thing through to the end, which by that point was kind of disappointing because, I kind of wanted to go through the whole process. But at any rate, I'm free for another 3 years at least. So, moving on. So, I've done nothing really all week. I just finished up a couple albums last night and this morning that just needed covers and stuff. But I did a video and showed you the Christmas things that I did, so I thought I would show you some of the other things that I have done. And so this is kind of like a mishmash. Most of them are kind of vintagey, but at any rate. So, I will just start with, whatever's right in front of me. So here we have this album, and this is a 6x6 paper bag album. And this paper is, I never think to get this. I think it's I think it's called, I don't know what it's called. I'm so sorry. I think it's a GCD or one of those with the little blue and the 3 letters. Oh my gosh, I don't know. So I will list it in the description box below. But anyway, so here it is. So this is my album, and then again, my style. Once you've seen one page, you've pretty much seen the way what you're going to see on most of the pages. But I use a lot of metal from Butterbee scraps. So we have, this was one piece that was cut in half, and then we have little round ones, little tiny guys, and then this is a cameo frame, and I actually just cut out paper to fit inside and stamp the word Moments. This is a Prima blingy blingy spray kind of thing, some coffee dyed flowers, and then this right here is some linen, some kind of cottony linen-y fabric that I coffee dyed and then tore into strips and then stamped all over. So here we go inside. So it's pretty basic and simple, but you see the little stamped thing. Some are with script, and this one obviously, as you can see, is with music. There was a lot of music theme running through the paper here. So there we go. And you can actually put things back behind these pockets, so I will be dyeing or coffee dyeing shipping tags and putting them in, but I haven't had time to do that yet, so I got to do that between now and next Saturday. But so a lot of these albums will get those, and they are missing that. I guess I could put this down so you could see all of it. Anyway, here, we'll shift. Okay, so but like I said, it's pretty much basically the same thing the whole way through. I really like this paper though. I bought this at Michael's quite some time ago and never got around to using it, so there we are. So there's one, and then this one is kind of similar. This paper, I believe, I want to say Teresa Collins, but I'm not even sure about that. I bought this one at Tuesday Morning. So it's pretty similar, only except this one has a lot of doilies in it as well. And then, while the other one had copper accents, this one is silver. And we do still have the little dyed and stamped fabric-y things. So we'll just sort of whip through that. Again, pretty basic. And this right here, this, what you call it? This trim, my friend Taya actually stamped this and sent it to me. And there's another one in here as well, I think. And this as well, you'll be able to slip things down. Put that back down. More, and there's butterflies or some sort of flying creature on every page, because we seem to have a lot of butterflies throughout this one. Oh, there's the other ribbon that she stamped. I love it. So anyway, so there are 2 6x6 albums, kind of vintage, earthy kind of thing, and then I'll show you this one too because it's along the same type of theme. And actually, I had a 6x6 album that was very similar to this. This one is just 8.5 by 6, using that hidden hinge binding system. And then this is some vintage lace that I put over the edge. And then again, we've got doilies and metal and lots of Butterbee scraps metal on this one. Doilies and metal and dyed flowers. And this is the Lost and Found Sunshine, I believe, is this, which I love, by the way, because you know what? I love yellow, if you didn't know that already. I love yellow. Here's some interesting ribbon. I think Taya might have sent me that, too. Taya, did you send me that? At any rate, it was perfect in here, and she might have sent me this one, or I might have found that somewhere myself. So hard for me to keep track. But anyway, you can see there's metal and doilies and all kinds of goodness. And again, these are open at the top, so I'll be able to slide coffee dyed shipping tags down in there. So I'll just kind of whip through that. And these all right here, oops, let me get a post-it so you can see. These are glued only at the edge so that you can slide a photo underneath there. Oops, why did that come up? My glue must have stuck. We'll have to sort of fix that a little bit, but those are the same there. That one looks like it's going to come off. Oh, see, this is a good thing I go through these before I actually do a show, because then I can fix all the little problemos. And there we go. So there's that one. Okay, what's next? Let's see. Let's do this one, which is another 6 by 8.5. And this I actually made with a 6 by 6 pack of paper that I got at Big Lots. That was die cuts with a view paper, pre-cut into 6-inch 6 by 6 pieces. And so I just sort of did layering to make it work. And we've got lots of burlap and more metal in this one. And this came from Michael's. It was on a stick like this, but I pulled it off. So in here, so you can see here's the 6 by 6 piece, and then this one is just cut down from 6 by 6 and then layered over. And so in each one we have a 4 by 6 photo mat, and then there's a recipe card, because it, you know, it's vegetables and fruits and gardening, and my goodness, you make recipes. This is a, I think it's a TPC Studios stamp. A lot of these came from one of 2 stamp sets from them. So I just stamped them on my coffee dyed linen-y stuff. Used some metal, some burlap. This one's pretty simple. I really like these are, you know, my little linen crocheted doily things. I love that. And you can stamp right in the center. We got a little pumpkin and some corn, and then I just used some stringies from where I pulled at the edge of the burlap to kind of give it a fringy look. I love these big corners. Mo, you're awesome for finding those sorts of things. And there's some more stamped muslin-y things with, again, here's some Butterbee scraps metal, and it's cut in half and then just sort of sticking out with a little bow. Whoops. More burlap, more metal, more stamping, and then on this last page I actually had 2 more of these, so if I'd have had time or energy, I probably might have coffee dyed these just really lightly, like even just misted them, but I didn't, so there we go. So that's kind of like, I guess you could be a recipe book, or you could just use the recipe cards for journaling if you wanted to. Oh, who knows? Okay, I'm checking on time because I only had like 16 minutes on my memory card. So this paper is like as old as the hills by now. I know you know that. It's the Graphic 45 Le Cirque. But I found it in big packs of 25 sheets of each one at Tuesday morning a while ago. And here's the thing, is that I've never liked clowns my entire life. But I'm really into the circus, and actually clowns have become more intriguing to me than frightening, although I still don't want to get close up to them. But anyway, so here is this. So now the cover is just basically the paper, but what I did is I fussy cut out of a second sheet and layered it on top to give it a little bit of dimension. And then we'll go inside, and this is pretty simple inside. I didn't use a lot of excess embellishments, just layering, and a lot of these little, this was one sheet of paper with all those stamps, and I really liked those. But what we have here is a lot of things that, like, that comes out, and so you have some photo mats there. Whoop. And then over here on this side, this one flips up, so you have 2 more places there. Over here's one, and then this flips up, so you have 2 little spots there, and here this Controlled Mayhem, which makes me laugh. That slides out, so you have another photo spot there. You know, I don't have any journaling spots in here. That's okay, I think I might leave it this way. I'm not sure. Anyway, this one is just pretty basic. This one, oh, here, sorry, this slides out from behind there. And then this, ooh, I will open this. This opens up. Eek. And then there's some more photo places there. We'll slide that back there. I'll tie that back up later. Over here we have another spot, and then this one here slides out, so you can do picture there. And this one here, oh, I forgot, I wanted to get a clip to pin this up here because it goes down and then you have a big naked spot there. But anyway, there's a photo mat, and then there's some more photos, places for photos. And then finally over here we just have this, and then this slides out, and you have more places there. So I will probably be making quite a few more circus albums of various sizes and styles and types because I have so much of that paper. But anyway, I like it. And finally, we have another 6 by 8.5, and this is made with I think it's a Cosmo Cricket paper. I got it at Michael's. It was like one of their $5 specials, the 12 by 12 paper pad. So anyway, and this is actually much fatter than my other ones because I had to put extra pages because I couldn't bear to not use any of the paper that I wanted to use. So here we go. So this is actually done with this, and it's bigger than it needs to be because if you stuff it full of stuff, you want to be able to still close it so that it would sit like that. But in the meantime, you can just wrap it around twice. So here we have, again, lots of coffee dyed flowers and linens and buttons. I love these buttons. Look at those cool buttons. Look at those cool buttons. So anyway, we go inside, and the layout is pretty similar throughout. We have one side here that just has a photo mat, and again, it's open so that I can stick a coffee dyed tag in there. And then over here on the other side, it pulls out, and this is 5 by 7. These are, it would fit a 4 by 6. This is a little bit bigger, but you'd still fit a 4 by 6 picture on there. And then I just tied the buttons on there over a bit of, or I sewed them on there, I guess, with a bit of that linen. And then we've got a little journaling spot here, and I can also, oh, look at these fun buttons. Ooh, looky, looky. Anyway, and you can also tuck a, what you call it, shipping tag in there too. So we'll just kind of whip through here pretty quickly. It's very kind of country, down on the farm, orchardy kind of thing. One of the pieces of paper had a big cow on it, and I couldn't quite work. I don't think I worked the cow, and maybe I did. I forgot. I made this a while ago. So, and again, this is the hidden hinge binding system because which let me put these buttons in on the inside, but still it doesn't lay flat, but that's okay. There we go. Oh, no, I didn't get the cows in. Thought I did, but I guess not. So anyway, so there's that last album. So I have a couple children's albums too, but I did not think I was going to have enough time to get everything on this video. So I think I shall not do those now and possibly later because I know I'll be making more stuff this week because I have a show next Saturday. So anyway, there's another little peek at what's been going on in the studio previous to this week because really nothing was going on in the studio this week. Yeah, so now I have like a million videos to watch to catch up on because I didn't do anything. By the time I get home, my brain was like so frazzled from concentrating because I'm not really an auditory learner. I don't retain a lot of information if I just hear it. If I read it or write it down, that's much better. But when we're sitting in the trial, they don't let you take notes. They said sometimes if the case is going to be really long, they will, but for this short a case, they wouldn't. So I had to really like focus, and I'd come home and there'd be all these things swimming around in my brain, and I just kind of sit down and go, I need to like play mindless computer games. So anyway, but I'm back now. I'm excited to be back. I am ready to get started on the rest of the things I have to do to get ready for shows, to start cutting tablecloths, because I think I have like 6 sitting in the other room waiting for my attention. So I hope you've all enjoyed seeing this. I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend. It is beautiful here in Pennsylvania. I should be outside, but I'm not because I like it inside better. So anyway, have a great weekend, everyone, and I will talk to you all soon. Thanks for watching.